Hi everyone, this is Ivan again here with Haven Massage. Today we're going to be talking about deep tissue massage and the quality of pressure that we deliver during our session. Now, it's customary for therapists to really use a lot of thumb, a lot of palms, really just a lot of hand to try to deliver that kind of pressure that clients are looking for. And that tends to lead to a burnout, a quick burnout in our field anyway. And so here at Haven Massage, Dr. Schrull really likes to emphasize the importance of utilizing other tools to really further your career and steer away from that potential burnout. So today we're gonna be talking about the use of forearms, elbow, sharp elbow, dull elbow, a little bit of loose fist to deliver some of that quality pressure that we're really looking for. As an example, starting with the low back here, a very effective tool for the low back along the erector muscles here would be your elbow and a little bit of the flat side of the forearm. So as you can see here, now that we've positioned ourselves in the erector group muscles here on the low back, I am straightening my forearm just a little bit, relaxing it here on the table, and that'll take some of the sharpness off of the elbow. So as I sink in here, most of my pressure is really focused on this portion of the elbow here, in which we take the sharpness out of the elbow itself by dropping our arm just a little bit here. That'll allow for a little bit more of a broad pressure all along the erector spinae group. Now, importance in the delivery of the stroke here also is your speed. You never want to go too quick during a deep tissue routine because, again, there might be some tender spots and you don't want to discomfort the client in any way, shape, or form. So as you work your way up the erector spinae group, you're keeping in mind that the last rib is coming up here. So as you start coming up to that last rib, you want to sharpen ever so slightly by lifting your forearm a little bit to ensure that you're not really running over the ribs and creating, again, that discomfort that we don't want for the client. So you can take that all the way up, and again, really using that body weight to deliver that pressure that you're looking for. And so that's the forearm. Now the next tool that we're going to utilize is a loose fist. Now a loose fist can deliver a little bit different forms of pressure simply because you have a couple of knuckles that you can use to kind of isolate certain spots that you want to address. And so one thing that you need to keep in mind is we're not really making, a firm fist this way. That can potentially create discomfort for the client. So you want to have a nice, loose, relaxed hand, really utilizing maybe the top portion of your fingers here and introducing again some of the knuckles depending on some of the areas that you feel need a little bit more focus. Now as we introduce the loose fist here, again, we're going to start low here right by the sacrum. Here we're going to go over the erector spinae group again. Now when utilizing that fist, you want to isolate your pressure more towards the pinky side of your fist as you go through the erectors here. So you're just going to keep your arm nice and locked, and again, this will allow you to use your body weight versus strength. So again, lock your elbow and just go ahead and lean into it and slowly, again, go right up the erector spinae group. Now you can do this in various ways. You can also turn your body over, kind of facing the client this way, and utilize, again, that fist in this direction. So now you're able to introduce a little bit more of other knuckles depending on, what you're feeling or what areas need a little bit more focus. Okay, so for this next portion, we're going to introduce different variations of utilizing your forearm. There's the sharp ulnar side. There's a little bit more of the fleshier side of the forearm. And again, like we talked with the elbow, it's just a matter of repositioning the arm or your hand to really introduce the sharpness of the tool that you're utilizing. So for this next example, what we're going to do is utilize the sharp side of the ulna. Okay, so the way we get that is just simply keeping your hand positioned with your thumb up. Okay, and that'll keep that sharpness in the ulna present. So that's one way of utilizing firm pressure, depending again on the body part that you're working on. And the other tool that we're going to use is more of the fleshier side of your forearm. Now, to introduce that, you'd simply just rotate your hand, shift that ulna over, and now you're on more of the fleshy end of the forearm. Again, utilizing your body weight will ensure that you deliver the pressure that you're really looking for. So now, we're going to go ahead and use the sharp ulna. Again, remembering that your thumb needs to be pointing up. Okay, and that'll keep it sharp. Now, keep in mind that a lot of tension can be built here in this portion of the shoulder, the client. So we're going to show both variations of sharp ulna and a little bit more of the fleshy forearm. Again, tools that you can play with to ensure that it makes it as comfortable as possible for the client. So as you continue your stroke, you're really applying your pressure with your thumb up on this portion of your forearm, and as you continue over the paraspinal muscles here, you want to ensure that you're retransferring that pressure, right, to whatever portion of the forearm you're in as you come up towards the traps, okay? Now just to show the fleshier side of the ulna, here what you do is you can start in this position, just simply rotate your hand down this way, and that moves the ulna over just a bit to allow you to really sink in with the fleshier part. Again, this might be a little bit more comfortable for the client depending on what level of tension you find in this area of their body. And again, you'd really control that speed. You're using more of your body weight, no strength. You're really sinking into that, and just it calls for a good flow, a very smooth stroke. So again, utilizing your sharp ulna, keeping your thumb nice and straight up, applying your body weight, nice firm pressure on this portion here of your forearm. You're going to take that up the paraspinals at a very, very slow pace. Again, this will allow the client to feel comfortable and not so much pain. Now, as you come up towards the traps here, you want to ensure that you take it as far up as C7, okay, because we tend to hold a lot of tension up in that area. And what you want to do is as you come up, you want to straighten your forearm a little bit to take the sharpness off of the elbow. And as you reach that C7 point, you want to make sure to start introducing elbow. So you begin to raise your forearm, introduce a little bit of that elbow. As you fall right off of that, you transition into tricep and really iron the muscle out towards the shoulder with your tricep. Again, that will ensure that you get all the section up here in C7 that is often missed in this industry. So just as a recap here, as you can see, there are alternate tools other than thumbs and fists that you can utilize to ensure that you deliver the quality of pressure that our clients are really looking for. And again, this all ties in with O'Caven and Dr. Schul's philosophy of prolonging our careers by utilizing these additional tools.